he got some big stops in this game as well. So Steph Curry was really a guy in this game that was locked in, was getting his team involved. He also got 7 assists. It's really incredible to see the way he gets his teammates involved, because in a game like this, you got to rely on your teammates. You got to rely on the role players. Buddy Hield was huge, but usually all these things happen off of the gravity of Steph Curry.
23rd career playoff double-double for Stephen Curry, but as Fezzi mentioned, JTA, defensively, teams used to hunt him, saying, hey, he's a weakness of the defense. But we see him against Jabari Smith Jr., Şengün, Dylan Brooks. He's more than average on that end of the floor.
Well, absolutely. He exerts the effort defensively, right? And I think that's a huge difference maker. But on top of that, Steph knows the scouting report from top to bottom. And so when you're putting in the effort and you know the scouting report and you're in the right places all the time, then I think that's a pretty good combination for a defensive player. Does he have eye-popping attributes? He's not the tallest, he's not the strongest, he's not the most athletic, but he knows the scouting report, and his cerebral part of the game is what helps him out on the defensive end.
Yeah, a few of those defensive possessions, Jabari Smith and Dylan Brooks, particularly Jabari Smith, had 3 or 4 dribbles with Steph's strength. He's got much stronger. He holds them off. And really just forced him baseline and contested too. You live with those shots. So physically, he knows what to do, as JTA say. He knows exactly where those players should not shoot from. But also, you think about it. If they're going into the post with Jabari Smith or Dylan Brooks, you'll live with that all day as long as they don't get dead layups and Steph's smart enough and strong enough to have him shoot fadeaway jumpers.
You know the best way Steph played defense tonight? He only had 2 turnovers. Taking care of the ball for the Warriors is really important. And tonight they only had 7. So that means no open layups, no wide open layups that gives the Houston Rockets confidence, that gets the crowd into the game. Kept them to 19 points to start the game in the first quarter. And with that, you take the crowd out of it. You take the energy out of it. And so the Houston Rockets can never really buy any energy this whole game.
And then Steph, that city of Houston is going to have nightmares about Stephen Curry. 33 points in the second half of Game 6 back in 2019 when he was scoreless at the half. Tonight, 3 points at half. Scores 19 in the second half. So, yeah, we could say Steph owns that city. But right now, it's known as the Buddy Hield game.
Baby!
Buddy Buckets, 9 made threes, including that big one before the end of the first quarter. Welcome to Toyota Warriors Postgame Live. JTA, Fezzi, Mully, and Bonte here. Buddy, man, it had to feel good to go out there and nail those threes, especially after now scoring in game number 6. It looked like you didn't have any nerves in Game 7 tonight in your first ever Game 7.
It's all glory to God, man. Thank you, man. Just staying focused, locked in, and just trusting my teammates to give me the ball in a good spot. And just when the opportunity comes, just seize the moment and just be me.
Buddy, congratulations on a phenomenal game. 9 of 11 from 3. We talked post-game after Game 6. Ball wasn't moving as you guys would like. Tell me your mindset, buddy. And look, you're a career 40% shooter. If you feel you got open shots, what's your confidence level?
It got to go up. It got to go up. Even if you make on miss, it got to go up. We work too hard. We put in so much time. And I just thank God to be able to make some shots and move on to the next round.
I'm about to go buy one of those excluding Buddy shirts after this right now. Shout out to Danny Joe Pro.
She might need to make an including Buddy now.
Yeah, there was no excluding Buddy tonight. What about the defensive end? You guys hold the Houston Rockets to 89 points tonight. What was the focus tonight?
This is winning 50-50 balls, no turnovers, winning the battles, individual battles, trust our defense, rebounding, and just no turnovers. Turnovers, when you turn the ball, we lose. But when we don't, we have a great chance of winning. And that's what we did today.
Buddy, it's JTA here. I got two questions for you. What was the mentality going in today's game after going 0 for 4? And then, in an elimination game, being on the heater, knocking down all those threes, what's your mentality moving forward into the second round?
What's up, my guy? Just next game mentality. You can't dwell on that, what happened last game. Yes, we lost. We flipped the script, flipped the page. Next game, and that's what's the mentality I got to have. And that's sometimes you got to keep every time. You can't let the outside noise, stay off my phone. Didn't really talk to my family as much. My family wanted to come to the game. I told them no. I wanted to lock in and prepare for this.
Family, no social media. And then what about that emotional meeting before Game 7? Who led that meeting, buddy?
Draymond. Just him. Just let us know that we did just how important this game was. How important this game was, and it was just us. The things that hurt us on the court with us bickering, and didn't feel like we were connected as we were. And that's what he is, man. He's a connector. Him and Jimmy and Steph, they led that meeting, and they helped us a lot.
Well, buddy, congratulations. A playoff career high 33 points. You became the 7th player in NBA history to make 7 threes, at least 7 threes in the game number 7. We'll see you Tuesday night in the second round against the Minnesota Timberwolves, man. Get some rest, have fun, and we'll see you Tuesday night.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you.
No problem. Buddy Hield, man, and he brought up Draymond Green leading that meeting before Game 7. With Draymond Green, he backed up his talk because he came out in that first quarter, went 3 for 3 right away. We talked about his offense there in the pregame show. He needed to step up here. His first game in the series, scoring in double figures, Juan, 16.7 to 15 from the floor. Made those 2 threes. I thought he was going to get the 3. We'll talk about that. But 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and excellent defense on Alperon Şengün.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen the cross match kind of slow Draymond down a little bit from his playmaking ability, but this is what I like to see from him. You know, him being more aggressive, showing another facet of his game. He's been here before, and tonight he showed that.
I said Draymond needed to have a big game tonight, but you know, Bonte, winners win. All right, he was going to do all the little things to get the team to win tonight, and he did that. He put some points on the board, had 10 points in the first half. Not only that, he was getting downhill, getting to the middle of the paint and creating plays. A couple of those were to Buddy Hield to get those shots going. So Draymond does a lot on the offensive end, but defensively, he's able to be in the middle of the paint. He was one of the reasons why Steven Adams was pretty ineffective tonight. 3 points, 7 rebounds. We said we had the question of if Steven Adams was going to get 9 rebounds. That's when he's effective, getting offensive rebounds. Only had 7. I told you, Draymond was going to come into the game. I didn't know that Steph was going to have 10 rebounds, but I love the fact that Draymond was so effective, was so active on the defensive end and the offensive end. I think that's a good way to keep going moving forward.
And for the first 6 games of the series, Fred VanVleet had taken Draymond Green out of the offensive end of the floor by taking away his ball movement. So what's the other way you can influence offense? Start getting buckets. Draymond came out real aggressive, knocked down some 3-point shots. He got a few layups, got a few floaters. So all of a sudden, the thing that the Rockets were willing to give up is the thing that's killing them. First half, Draymond gets 10, Buddy gets 22. Steph has 3, you're down 12. Houston, you got big problems.
No doubt about that. Now they're going night-night here as the Warriors will advance to the second round. And again, we have your coverage right here at NBC Sports Bay Area throughout the playoffs as the Warriors will take on Minnesota. Tip-off at 6:30, but the coverage begins at 5:30 p.m. right here on NBC Sports Bay Area. We cannot wait to see the T-Wolves and Warriors. Warriors won 3 of 4 against Minnesota in the regular season. We'll break down a little bit later, but look at Joe Lacob. He's all jacked up. Brandon Snyder's in the building. As the Warriors roll on to the second round, we'll hear from Steve Kerr on the other side.
Toyota Warriors Post-Game Live is brought to you in part by Friedman.
What's your favorite team? Comment below, and if you liked the video, please leave a like. This really helps the channel grow and brings you even more content. Oh, and if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button and activate the bell to receive all notifications. With each game, we noticed that the NBA is getting more competitive every day, and all the teams are looking for reinforcements to win the championship. And only here can you follow your favorite team daily with incredible content from different sources. Here on the channel, there are new videos every day with analysis, curiosities, and the best moments in basketball. That's it for today, folks. Thanks for following along. The NBA doesn't stop, and neither do we. Until the next video. NBA, the passion that connects us.